With rain this heavy, not only are the stars clouded, so too is my scryglass hazy.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented traveler. We were just discussing the history of
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing the
First?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of today. Liyue
According to my research, for example...
Oh, no. My research indicates that Mora is a catalyst. This, the world's first Mora. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original...
A dagger?
Well, by the book...
I can't say I... Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient... Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence.
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am...
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But...
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue...
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something...
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than more? I mean...
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Of course. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of... Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the other. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo...
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't...
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind... Morax used a rather...
What?
This bit of history...
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched...
Quite so.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you.
Put down your weapon and stay...
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon.
The Fatui say that every...
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I will be conducting... I heard that Wang Sheng...
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wang Sheng... Well, since it's work, I don't...
Of course you would be such a...
Wait, if you were studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a...
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of... It is a story from...
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent.
Oh? What?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will have...
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite... Well, let's go. There's no time. An ancient artifact would be good. This place looks so ordinary. Can we really...
Huh?
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be. If you wish to... Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. Piercing. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears are...
These mountains were the Lord...
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. But due to the different angle, so besides wind erosion,
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get I mean, rich with... Well, since we brought so many people...
Okay then. I will go with my...
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so...
I get it.
Okay. If we find anything The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Motion to compel. Incinerate!
Solidify! Solidify!
Motion to compel.
Solidify!
Incinerate!
Solidify!
Motion to compel.
Stabilize!
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Solidify!
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromimic monsters... I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic.
Motion to compel.
Stabilize! Order guide you! Solidify!
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that!
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. She left me to rely solely on guessing.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of
Quick, give it! At least we didn't come for nothing. Oh, but these other objects are so...
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine...
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the God of Salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? What?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen.
Ah, I see.
See? You do want to...
But, so what? Why can't I pursue what? All right.
My reckoning has come.
Ready when you are.
Can I go catch up on my...
Freeze!
Sweet dreams.
Motion to... Hell! Incinerate! Boom boom! Objection! I object.
This is how it must be.
Sure.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt. I don't know, there's no concrete evidence, but I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at them.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli... Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of Salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember when I investigated the seal last time. But when we lit up all the elemental
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not... The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always...
I think I...
Certainly you have, to provide a haven at that time, and that haven she
How sad then.
Okay, enough.
Tianheng in the... With this clue...
Stabilize!
Motion to compel!
Keep back!
Boom boom!
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qing... in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will...
Okay.
I propose you to agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This...
Hey! Don't pass...
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with...
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the...
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, you will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever...
You have the audacity to demand this! Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of...
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so if we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must...
I can accept this arrangement. Well then.
Stabilize!
Are these... statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the God of Salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? Motion to compel!
Gather!
Look at this!
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god...
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't...
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt.
Finally. After all that effort, I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000...
Hey! How can you use...
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find...
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything...
Since we have a contract...
Then let's move on, shall we?
Solidify! Stabilize! Solidify! Rise!
Just a simple...
This, if I remember correct...
Indeed. But the god of... When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt. Much... The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear.
What? That's even better than...
Well then, according to our contract...
No, unacceptable. I paid for an organized... And this girl has been useless!
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to...
So what if I break it? Let's not forget who...
Because you agreed to a... Rex Lapis once said, ones who...
That is one of your Liyue gods.
Will suffer the wrath of the rock.
Pay your dues. Solidify! This is order. Keep back! Stabilize! No escape! Order guide you!
I shall confiscate your You are not worthy to continue any...
Oh, darn you!
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, when people see the object of... I think we should be on...
Huh?
That in truth, not a single member of this
Why?
Miss, you lack even the most basic You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on...
Okay, that's Sir, you are indeed... you're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed...
Oh, right! that you mention it, the people of Leah
During the war, Morax assassinated our god. So I seek proof. We agreed to a contract.
Naturally. Of course. Come with me.
Quake! Crumble! Rise! Solidify! Solidify!
Incinerate!
I will have order.
Stabilize!
Keep back! Delve into destiny. Baboom!
Keep back! Order guide you. Stabilize!
This is... Aha! It's a broken sword! The power of this sword... If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world...
2 pieces of a broken sword.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure.
Yes. But the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You can...
Zhongli.
When there's a contract...
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, no matter what. Even if it breaks the contract.
So you are already decided?
Zhongli!
That is to say, you can...
That's okay. Punish me however you want.
No, you can't.
Perhaps that punishment would be as punishment.
Huh? The truth.
Yes. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people. However, during such a long war, after making countless
No.
in her last days, she had not even a single blade.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt.
Murder weapon? No! That's not...
As I said before.
Preposterous! You...
Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I didn't... Let's follow her deeper in...
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. and betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door. This is the scene of the crime. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, the Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of
What about...
no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth, those who could not flee, those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where their descendants feared Havria's remnants, and so they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted...
This must be a lie. Don't you dare try to...
Yikes.
This is the price she must pay. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. Indeed, faith in a god who has already passed will... So it is for Havria. And so it is for more. All right then. Now...
Huh?
Treading old ground, one cannot help but be reminded...
Stabilize! Gather! I'm feeling a little off.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Now, I mentioned the Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a home. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should. History records, but history may be changed. I need to find a better way of recording history. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat. Now then, it is time that we can...
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the...
As I said before, this is the This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer. Though the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, if a day comes when he should recover his strength and return... Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? I will remain here for a while. We did not measure right, of course, as I am now. I will remain here for a while. That is a good question, but now. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come...
As a matter of fact, there's one that Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue.
What is it we have to do?
I believe you'll be looking for work.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome!
I have no reason to doubt your... I'm sure the details can be...
I am indeed. Ah, now then.
Huh?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurer.
Right again!
All right, my assistant...
Woo woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else...
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone.
So there is someone... Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident... Last time I checked... Besides, this guy's the best in his field. I'd go as far to say that...
You're a fool if you think you found Tevet's...
Oh?
Because Tevet's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of... Ha-ha! Didn't it... Paimon bets zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there...
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you.
Ah, Something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands.
Someone who...
Take a look around. The requester claims to have enlisted to
You appear to...
Oh, no. It's just... Paimon just wants to... Really?
But I should inform you, we are at all times...
Stop. Well, we got him.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Made another handsome sum today? A toast.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the...
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's...
Uh-huh, so you say. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us.
Huh?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang...
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor?
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to...
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he...
A contest? Why,
I admire your enthusiasm.
I must say...
Stop talking the talk.
I'm just saying it like I...
So you're an appraiser, Miss...
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai... He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me...
Huh? How could you forget?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters.
So, do you...
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rock... Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological in the moment of its form.
Such a detailed description. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you?
Everything he said is... Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why...
Well, if Zhongli says so, it...
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Of course not. Uncle Dai, it...
Very well. There is strength in number. This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace.
So 4 miners have disappeared?
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusion.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
A few everyday items.
1, 2... Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes...
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some...
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday item?
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return... Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know. Kunjun, what do you have?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps the...
Ore? What does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating.
I see.
A child?
I'm...
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the... I can...
Huh?
Perceive?
You mean you can put your hand...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and...
Amazing! So you can find out everything that...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron, core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and
Stone seed.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for...
Gather!
Incinerate!
Boom boom! Motion to compel!
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. I don't know what happened. The weather was... I stayed behind the other four. After a while, I decided to I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I don't... maybe...
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a skip! An on-site accident. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are...
We found 3 clues. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord.
Forced to? But who would kidnap...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his...
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from...
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men...
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine.
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun?
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you...
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very... absent lately. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I've forgotten to...
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling.
I don't even know where to start with it. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll...
I see.
Really? Oh.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this...
Great! Let's have a look.
Stabilize!
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the mine.
Let us make our way to the...
Solidify! Stabilize!
Keep back! Motion to compel! Boom!
Solidify!
Keep back! Can't breathe.
Solidify!